Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a moment of just unimaginable tragedy. You've got hundreds of lives lost, a scene of complete devastation,
Yeah.
and then somehow, against all odds, one single person walks away. That's really the core of our deep dive today. We're
hmm
diving into the incredible, but also, deeply heart-wrenching story of a sole survivor from a devastating plane crash. It's all based on some really profound excerpts from The Miracle of Seat 11A.
And what's so interesting here, I think, is how this single source, it sort of forces us to look beyond just the bare facts of the disaster itself. It
Mm-hmm.
pulls us right into the human experience of it. It really
Yeah.
highlights the ripple effect. So our mission for you listening is to explore these layers, the sheer luck, the nature of survival itself, and maybe the unexpected emotional burdens that come with being the only one.
And it was. What an event it was. The incident itself, it's chilling to even recount. June 12th, 2025, Air India flight AI 171 takes off from Ahmedabad, heading for London. But then, tragically, just moments after getting airborne, it crashes. 241 people killed.
241, just staggering.
And from that absolute devastation, one man emerges, Vishwash Kumar Ramesh. He's a British businessman originally from India, and he was sitting in seat 11A.
Seat 11A.
He literally walked away from the wreckage, the only one. I mean, the singularity of it. One person out of 241. It's just arresting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If we connect that to the bigger picture, like you said, it raises this really important question about the immediate aftermath, especially for that one person who survives.
Mm.
The source paints such a raw picture,
Mm.
chaos, confusion. Imagine emerging from, well, twisted metal, smoke, the smell of jet fuel everywhere, and this profound silence that just screams loss. Vishwash wasn't just bruised and disoriented. He was thrown into a living nightmare.
Right.
And his first coherent thought, amidst all that pain and shock, it wasn't even about his own survival. It was this desperate, almost primal plea, find Ajay, find Ajay. He kept crying that out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this detail, it just makes the unthinkable so incredibly human. It turns out his other brother, Ajay, was also on that flight.
Oh, no. So it adds this layer of intense personal tragedy right on top of the wider catastrophe.
Exactly. It's not just an abstract number anymore.
It's incredible, too, when you think about the labels people put on his survival. And the source really gets into this tension, doesn't it? Some people calling it a miracle,
Right.
while doctors, maybe more pragmatically, just call it luck. What does Vishwash's own experience, especially that sense of heartbreak you mentioned, tell us about those labels? Does his reality kind of bridge that gap, or does it just make the labels seem irrelevant?
That's precisely where the deepest insight lies, I think. The source makes it really clear that while everyone else is debating miracle versus luck, for Vishwash himself, it's almost beside the point.
Mm.
His experience, it goes beyond those simple definitions. It's described point blank as heartbreak. That's the overwhelming emotion defining his new reality.
So not relief, not gratitude initially, but heartbreak.
Exactly. He has no clue how he survived, and the source says he's forever changed. I mean, it even mentions him meeting the home minister from his hospital bed, still trying to process this completely overwhelming new reality. From his viewpoint, any idea of luck or miracle seems stripped away.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And maybe the most powerful line from this source, the one that really sticks with you, is Seat 11A may have saved him, but it also gave him the heaviest burden.
Wow, that's heavy.
It is. He isn't just a survivor in the simple sense. He's left carrying the memory, the weight of 240 other lives, a responsibility he never ever asked for, and it defines his existence now.
So what really emerges from Vishwash's story then is this incredibly stark, almost uncomfortable dichotomy. Survival isn't always the straightforward triumph we might imagine.
Yeah.
Here, it's presented as this, well, profound and isolating gift of life, but it's instantly tangled up with immense, unimaginable loss and this unbelievably heavy, unsolicited responsibility. It really challenges our whole notion of what surviving actually means.
Which I think raises a really important question for you, the listener, to think about. When someone walks away from total devastation like that, is it truly a new beginning? Or is it more like a perpetual echo of everything that was lost?
Mm.
The source seems to strongly suggest it's rarely a new beginning in that clean slate sense. It's more like a profoundly reshaped existence,
Yeah.
forever marked by the past. It requires this unique, incredibly arduous kind of resilience. It forces us, I think, to reflect on the immense, often unseen weight of being the sole survivor.